No surprise, he still has much to learn. In place of my son Rourke, I, Byron, will accept your challenge. Well, have a little more faith in your son, dude. Hi everyone, welcome to Player Guides. My name is Cameron.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Osprey.
And Osprey is on the sticks with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Before we started recording, just a few seconds ago, Cameron was hyped about some Transformer
Here's a picture
thing.
of someone drew on Twitter of someone motorboating Optimus Prime.
Who was it on Twitter?
Oh, good point. I don't know off the top of my head, but while you're taking the boat back, I will look it up real quick.
I
Properly
may have...
attribute. This was Ren Bear Star slash I don't know, at Ren Bear Star, RenBearstar. It's up on the screen. I've edited it in post. But Hannah, if you want to see, here's the picture.
Oh my god. Is that the Michael Bay Optimus Prime?
It is the Michael Bay Optimus Prime.
Of course it is.
Well, but I will say, Michael Bay, I don't want to, assume that he's not an ally, but nothing about anything that he has done makes me think that he is, a decent human being.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I may have opened a can of worms by mentioning Transformer stuff around.
Or the war, what is it? Jerry, my worlds are colliding. Okay. Ooh, and we're gonna be in a gym. We're steel type?
Yep.
Sweet.
Elton John.
Burn him down. All these
Yep, that's
steely karate mans.
Got Bow Wow Wowzer in the front.
So firefighting and ground. So we got Gastrodon and we got Houndour, and we're gonna be just fine. But as we're going through these fights,
Houndoom.
Houndoom, you're right. Houndoom. So the Transformers comics have had a very interesting history with LGBTQ storytelling and relating the characters to gender, specifically because these are giant alien robots, so their concept of gender doesn't necessarily have to be the human concept of gender, but the stories are still written by human beings, so they bring with them a lot of the assumptions we have about gender as a society, for better or for worse. For example, there was an interesting conversation in the Transformers community. This was years ago, but it was essentially someone was like, who would you want in your next TV show? Who would you want to voice Optimus Prime? And a lot of people say Frank Welker, the classics, Peter Cullens. Someone mentioned though, it would be cool if Queen Latifah voiced Optimus Prime, and fans being the crazy fans and pieces of shit that they are, it got into a very negative space, which was unfortunate. But for me, it got me thinking, yeah, they're robots. Why? We code, maybe that's the right word? We code Optimus Prime as male and masculine. But, there's not really any... The only reason we do that is because, we have these assumptions about what that means.
Right.
So,
yeah.
out of curiosity, are there any Transformers that people code as more feminine?
Yes. Actually, but there are a lot now. It's grown across the years. In the history of the show, in 1985, the second season came out. I might be wrong here. It might be 1984 that it was in the first season or something. There were they call them fembots, and there were specific coded female Transformers, and they were your very 80s lady robot looking robots. I actually have a picture of one I posted in the Transformers channel on the Discord. RC is the most famous female Transformer, and I can get into her in a second because she has an interesting history. Some of it's pretty unfortunate, but yes. So there are female Transformers. So that you have like male Transformers, female Transformers. You also have like I would call them like age. I guess I don't know what to call them. Agendered? Would you call it that? Like non-gendered Transformers?
Yeah, agender is the term for no gender.
Yeah.
Which falls under the non-binary category.
Yeah, so you absolutely have non-binary Transformers characters, and those have been in there from the beginning. Shockwave, one of my favorite Transformers, is a non-binary Transformers character. They essentially are like a robot. They don't really have a face. They have like a single mono eye. They're vaguely humanoid. You have like these characters, and we typically, as consumers of media, we bring all our own biases into what we're watching and consuming, and we tie in the assumptions that we have about human beings into Transformers. And we don't necessarily have to do that, but that's something I think we do subconsciously. So the idea that, like, yeah, Optimus Prime doesn't have to be, like, voiced like he's, like, an old, gruff, like, warrior. Like, that's just something that we expect because that's how the first Optimus Prime was. Is just, like, an interesting idea to me. And, like, I think there's been, especially recently, here's some sad news. The IDW company has been making wonderful Transformer stories, and they really explored this concept. They have lost the Transformers license. They're going to keep making comics through 2022, and then someone else is going to get the Transformers license. It's not related to anything about, like, the stories they put out. It's really just financial reasons. They couldn't get to a deal with Hasbro across the license. But IDW has done, like, there are Transformers that, because they're robots, they can swap bodies. So you absolutely now have what?
This trainer called me a noob.
Oh, well, Caesar, you and your Skorupi are gonna get it. Skorupi's not even steel type.
You haven't been paying attention. We've been fighting a lot of Onyxes.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I was like, okay, Onyx evolves into a steel type, so maybe like but like Skorupi's evolution isn't steel type either, is it? Is Drapion steel type?
No.
No. Yeah, that one's weird. But because like Transformers are robots and they can essentially take their brain out of their body and put it in a new body, like in the IDW comics, there's a lot of Transformers. Because they're like, okay, well, this is like again, their concept of gender is a little different, but they have like what we would call a male coding chassis and a female coding chassis, and you just take the brain module out and like put in another one, and like that's something that like RC in the IDW storyline is. It started out really shitty and problematic.
Damn.
Oh fuck. Well, yeah, she's fairy.
That was Pin Missile.
Oh.
It wasn't super effective. It just hit enough times.
Damn. Yeah. I just saw that Merlin 2 was poisoned.
Yeah, no, no.
No, I didn't realize it was the move. But IDW's Transformers storyline started out with some issues, but they got new writers, like, and for the past like decade, they've been making some excellent Transformers stories that have like touched on and been very LGBTQ friendly, taking like this concept of gender and moving it to this alien species that doesn't have to conform to the way we like the archaic way we think about gender oftentimes, and it's been some awesome storytelling.
Cool. Yeah, yeah, this all started because I said Optimus Prime is for trans rights because
And Optimus Prime absolutely is. I think there's official, and the reason I brought it up was because there's official story about that. Let me find it. I've got a sticker here.
Like earlier, I had so much trouble. It's under-leveled.
Pretty hard last night because the Bengals won.
The Bengals won.
So
all right, I'm gonna have to start learning football so I can keep up with all the conversations and all the hype.
Basically, so the rules of football are the Cincinnati Bengals are the good guys, and everyone else
The underdogs
are the
if you
bad.
will.
They're bad people from bad towns. It's just exciting because the Bengals historically have not been great, and they're doing
In
hot
like
now.
our lifetime. So the Bengals have won 2 championship games now, and are essentially 1 win, I guess, away from Super Bowl contention.
Yes.
And in mine and Cameron's lifetime, the Bengals, we have not been alive to see the Bengals.
So that's
do
technically
something
not
like
true.
this
I have not
until-
been alive for the Bengals to win a playoff game. Hannah has been alive the last time that they won a playoff game because it happened in 1988.
I was born in '88, though. I wasn't even a year old.
So,
Thank you.
question.
Yeah.
Was it before or after your birthday? Because then it's technically true.
After.
It would have been after.
Okay. So technically, it's
Yes.
true?
I'm technically correct. The best kind of correct.
God damn it.
You know what I've been, so I found a subreddit I've been looking at occasionally. It's called, DM Dad Jokes. It's kind of hilarious.
Give me some.
Well, now that you asked, I don't remember them off the top of my head.
That's okay. We can.
I have a dad joke
Yeah.
that I like. It's my go-to. What does Vin Diesel eat for breakfast? Or what 2 meals does Vin Diesel eat? That's the word. What 2 meals does Vin Diesel eat? I already fucked it up.
Like meals of the day.
Yeah.
Breakfast and family dinner. I don't know what is it.
No. Breakfast, Furious.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's a good one.
I screwed it up.
No, that's good. Pokemon and people have worked together. Let me show you an example of that history. All right.
By battling.
I think we talked about
Wait.
that previously. That like Pokemon have like since the first game have been used in like construction stuff and
Like with engineers and stuff.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, so many Onyx.
so many Onyxes. Really, what this is telling us is that they're having problems in the supply chain getting mirror coats. All
Yeah,
these
'cause
all
they-
these people are waiting for Amazon deliveries.
Gosh. So also I pre-ordered Legends Arceus, right?
Yes, yeah, it's preloaded.
And I have it it's preloaded like a week early. I keep selecting it, trying to see if it'll let me play early, even though I know it won't.
So it's a long shot, but I have heard in the past sometimes like they fuck up the release date, so it's like, oh, somehow it ends up launching, like it ends up being allowed to be played on like midnight on Wednesday instead of Thursday or something like that, which would be nuts.
Yeah, I'm gonna check. Like, I'm sorry if this interferes with the live stream thing. I'll still probably stream more gameplay on the
No, you're fine.
release date.
Just send me a
but
text.
if-
Be like, Cameron, it's up, and then we'll
Like, if you start seeing messages, oh hey, it's up. I mean, feel free to let me know.
yeah.
If I don't already know. Actually, I don't think I have your phone number. So I can't text you. I'll Discord you.
There you go.
But it's kind of frustrating because people already have an emulator copy.
Oh, that was fast. I guess someone got a physical copy and ripped it.
A few people have gotten it early, and at least one of those people ripped it and put it online.
Gotcha.
So there's a bunch of people playing already, because also some stores broke the date. So I'm sitting there going, I want to play. There's gameplay of people playing. Like, I want to play. Get me in on the fun.
Oh, I just realized
What?
the Bengals are playing Sunday, January 30th it's the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
So we might start Max Bad Mythic Mercenaries a little later. So we can watch that.
Yeah. So for football,
Yes.
one of the things I'm gonna have to like read up on is how to do the leagues, or how the leagues work.
It is
the-
needlessly complicated.
Yeah, the fantasy football league.
No, well, just like being able to follow like what does
the
it mean
general
that they
league? Yeah.
Yeah, there's two leagues, the American Football Conference and the National Football Conference. There's no rhyme or reason for... So the National Football League was created as a merger of these two conferences. So there's no real rhyme or reason for like which cities are in which conference, and they move around every now and then, not often, but sometimes. Each one has like divisions, which is like what, 4 teams. I'll admit I am I'm not a Fairweather fan, but I am a casual fan. In that I don't know the like rules super well, and all the I gotta like read up on how like playoffs work, because the Bengals have never won a playoff game for my life, so I never really cared about the playoffs. I was like
I did. So part of why I asked how important football is for living in Ohio. I lived in the greater Seattle area during kind of the height of some of the Seahawks hype.
Yeah, because they won 2 Super Bowls back in when was that, like 2013?
I don't remember. But like, I was kind of a hermit at that point already, in ways. Like, I would go to work and I wouldn't do much outside of work, so I didn't really. And everybody at my work was super, like, obsessed with it. Like, it would be jerseys in the like, everybody at work would be wearing jerseys and stuff, and I literally had one manager go, any guy who doesn't like football needs to turn in his man card.
Oh, well, yeah, so it's people shouldn't be shitty about it. Everyone's like, it's a hobby like any other hobby. It's not any more special than being into Pokemon or D&D or
Yeah.
whatever. But I do find it is a good, just like, social tool.
Yeah, like, that's part of why I was like, hey, how important is this? Because I know some areas can take it pretty seriously, and I kind of don't want to like walk into that unaware of how important it is,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah, we're not like Texas. The annoying thing. Oh shit, we're already here. The annoying thing about Cincinnati, I find, is what the social convention cares about is high school football, which I
So
don't get.
real
Ooh,
quick.
Okay. It's Orberg's gym badge. I see. You've defeated my son.
Yeah.
Byron?
Byron's the dad of Rourke, who was the first gym leader.
Yeah, I dig it. But that's no surprise. He still has much to learn. In place of my son Rourke, I, Byron, will accept your challenge. Well, have a little more faith in your son, dude.
Don't worry, I'll teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, I don't know what the levels are because I didn't bother.
I guess I'll be super curious to see in Pokemon Legends, because they seem to have somewhat like historical analogs for a lot of the gym leaders. And I think I saw Rourke's historical analog, but I don't know if I saw one for Byron. All right, so we actually are fighting Steel-type Pokemon. Fortunately, Bronzor is Steel Psychic, so we can use our Ghost Shadow Ball on him. Get that, special defense down. Ooh, Trick Room! This is, I don't know if you've seen this before, Hannah. So you know how Pokemon have different speeds?
Yeah.
And it determines who gets to go first in a turn?
Yeah.
Trick Room, correct me if I'm wrong, Osprey, Trick Room, it doesn't change your speed, but it does change, it inverses the turn order so that the slower Pokemon goes first.
Yeah.
And there's some fun strategies for like building a team of really slow Pokemon and then setting Trick Room up, and then you've got really strong slow Pokemon, but they're still going first. Bow Wowzer seems like he wants to be petted. Ollie knows that feeling.
Okay.
Ollie always
Darn it.
wants pets.
I did not think about Earthquake.
Yeah, Ollie's a stinky boy.
You smell so bad.
That's okay. I think Louis the 17th will clean this up. Yeah, we don't give a shit about Earthquake. I think do we double resist it, or no? Water doesn't resist. Okay. Oh, so close. Yeah, sturdy. Is Byron gonna do the hyper potion bullshit? God damn it, Byron.
That's okay. Just kind of wasted the turn.
Yeah. And I guess, does Sturdy reactivate?
Yep.
Oh, that's annoying. Can we put a status on him?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, if I brought Roserade, but Roserade's weak to the ground.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
Damn.
Yeah. Alright, Sandstorm's gone. There we go. I guess we ate up the hyper potions. What do we got next? It's steel types. We already fought a Lucario at the fighting gym. Oh, what's this? My last one? This is where things get good. Bastiodon. Hey!
Oh, he's adorable.
I love Bastiodon. Yeah, I think we've talked about this a couple times before. The Gen 4 fossil Pokemon are some of my favorites.
I like that this guy is wearing a wife beater with just a cape over it. Essentially.
Yeah. He's got to keep the guns exposed. His hard, steely body.
Ollie, you smell to high heaven.
Ooh, Flash Cannon.
Oh no, whatever shall I do?
Yeah. We're not done yet. I appreciate the confidence, but I think this is it, buddy. Yeah. Louis the 17th for the win. Man, in one episode we knocked out the whole gym. I guess he wasn't able to my sturdy Pokemon defeated. He wasn't able to make like total use of Trick Room, but I appreciate the effort there in like having a battle strategy. You were strong enough to take down my prize team Pokemon in recognition of that power. I give you this, the Mind Badge. Well, it's mine badge now.
Oh my
Do I need to
Atlanta.
lose my
Are you proud of that one?
I'm very proud. Woo! And then what's our special move we're gonna get? What's the TM, Byron? Yep, strength. Nice. 6 badges. Ooh, baby. And I think this is only episode like 32. We might beat our schedule of like, normally we beat a Pokemon game in 50 eps. Probably we'll do it faster this time. 91.
All right.
What's 91? Oh, flash. Oh, right. Flash cannon. Sweet.
May lower the special defense. Alright. Sorry, Bowwowser. I forgot that it would have Earthquake.
That's okay. It's still, I guess we wait until that egg hatches. Which I'm super excited for. But I think, because we only got a couple minutes left and we just beat this gym, I think we're going to call this an episode, and we'll come back once we're, like, back at the Pokemon Center, unless we get, like, blindsided by a cutscene or something.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be a cutscene, so...
Alright, perfect. We'll call this one here, and we'll come back in just a moment. Thanks for playing with us, everyone!
Thanks, everyone.